Welcome 7th graders. Today we are going to tackle solving two-step equations. We did one-step equation, now we are going to do two-step equation. I would like to show you a little puzzle at the beginning and see what you think about it. So here it is. The question is how many pearls we have in each bag. We know that it's the same amount of pearls in each bag. So I have 2 bags plus 3 pearls equals 15 pearls. How do I know how many pearls are in each bag? I would like you to pause it and think and give the best guess to me. How many pearls in each bag? Good try. Okay, here it is. Because I have 3 pearls here, I can take those 3 pearls off because I want to have bags by itself, kind of like a variable. If I take it from this side, I have to take it from this side. So right now I have 2 bags, and those 2 bags will be equal to 12 pearls, which means that each bag, if I have the same amount, I'll have 6. How did you do? Did you give your best guess? I hope you had fun with this little problem. Well, today we are going to solve similar equations. For this specific problem, I could write, since I don't know the amount of pearls in each bag, that could be my variable, I could write equation for it. 2x plus 3 equals 15. And these type of equations are called two-step equation because I have to take 2 steps to solve it. First, what we did, we took the 3 pearls off and then we split them between 2 bags. So, here are the steps of solving two-step equations. Two-step equations, we have to combine 2 things. Once again, we are going to talk about golden rule of algebra, which means whatever I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other side of the equation. We are also going to combine PEMDAS, as you remember the order of operations. As you remember, PEMDAS, P stands for parenthesis, E for exponents, M and D is multiplication and division. As you remember, it goes from left to right, and A and S is addition and subtraction, also from left to right. But we are not going to do PEMDAS in this direction. We are going to do PEMDAS backwards. Okay, we're going to do it backwards. Since we have to undo expressions, we have to undo our PEMDAS. So instead of multiplying first, we're actually going to add and subtract first. Then we're going to multiply and divide. Okay? Please make sure that you have all this in your notes. And now we are going to proceed to some examples. Okay, so how would we solve this? According to our notes, we are going to do addition and subtraction first. We still want to keep our left and right side equations separate. But here's another way for me how to do it. I like to, I know I have to have 5n by itself. That 5 is pretty tight to that n. That 18 is a little bit farther away, so it's easier to get rid of it. So that's what we are going to get rid of first. I have negative 18, so what's opposite of negative 18? Well, that's positive 18. And remember, golden rule, whatever I do to one side, I do to the other side. So now, please make sure, excuse me, that you are staying organized, okay? Those equations will only get harder, so please stay organized. Show me step by step what you are doing. So what do I have left here? I have 5n left because my 18s will cancel out. And now I have negative 33 plus 18. So different signs, I actually need to subtract. So somewhere on the side, I'm going to subtract. Okay. I can now do 3 minus 8, so that's 2. That will become 13. So 13 minus 8, that's 5. And 2 minus 1 is 1. It's 15. Now I have to decide on the sign. I have more negatives than positives, so the answer is negative. That's negative 15. Now it's a one-step equation. We just did before. So how do I solve for n? I'm going to divide by 5. Divide by 5. So the final answer is, here that becomes 1. N equals negative 3. And voila, I'm done. I hope you put this little problem also in your notes. Let's try one more together maybe. Okay. I'll give you a second to think and try a couple things and we'll do it together. Okay, good job. Let's try it. So, once again, I have my left and right side. That I have to have y by itself, but I have that 8 pretty tight. This one is a little bit farther, so I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to add 28 to both sides of the equation. Now, what does that leave me with? It leaves me with negative 8y. And now I have different signs, so I have to subtract. So 36 minus 28, and that will be 8. And I have more negatives, so that's negative 8. I have to divide by negative 8 now. The final answer is 1. This one says check your answer, so let's check. If my y is 1, I can plug it back to the original equation. So negative 8 times 1 minus 28, is it negative 36? Well, let's check. Negative 8 times 1 is negative 8 minus 28. Yes, it is negative 36. Therefore, I solved my equation correctly.